not young anymore. That's why it's so funny when people come to me and they say, hey, Kevin, what do young people think about church? It's like, man, I got kids and a mortgage. I'm stressed about taxes. I don't know. Millennials aren't young anymore. The good news is that I'm here at the Northern Youth Camp. And they're all in Gen Z. That's people born in the mid-90s to the late 2000s. So they're the youth in the future. I'm going to ask them what they think about the church.
Broken for you, so come on. Liars and thieves, lovers and friends, will be the body, the feet and the hands. So come on, the young and the old, riches or rags, will be the body.
I think the church is amazing. I think it's a really positive and accepting place to be.
I think it's awesome because it brings together relationships that wouldn't be there if it wasn't for the church.
Has helped me personally open up. I love it so much.
I would have never been here if I didn't go following with Christ, and I'm very thankful to be up here making new friends and eating really good Finnish food.
I think the church has been misunderstood. I think it's unfortunately hurt some people, but I personally think it's a good thing.
I think it's a really great community, especially for young kids who are searching for themselves and their faith in Christ.
It's pretty lit, kind of dope, a little bit mellow. I like the feeling of being accepted and the feeling of community.
And then is there anything you wish that like church did differently?
Swim more. More swimming.
Sometimes I wish it wasn't so religious, so structured.
I wish there wasn't so much division within the whole of the church.
I don't go to too many of these church things because like usually me and my family don't go to church, but it's a new experience and I really suggest it because like it can teach you a lot.
Personally, I love it. I love the community that is built here and I love all the people around us and the things that we do.
I think that if like the church could maybe modernize a little bit, at least my church, we sing a lot of old hymns, so I think it'd be cool if once in a while we could just like sing some newer worship songs.
Because like we sing a lot of songs and they're really good songs.
You like the songs?
I like the songs.
What's one you like?
Love, Reckless Love. That one slaps.
I like meeting the new people at the church events. Our church, it's normal. I wish my church had an elevator, but
Right.
we just do normal stuff like how we do it here.
But less swimming.
Yeah, no swimming actually.
It's a great place to make connections and meet new people.
I love the church, and I especially love having a bunch of youth in the church and just being able to connect with like-minded people and be able to get together and love God and love each other.
A lot of times the sermons, depending on who's preaching, it just drags on for a long time.
I like to go on all the church trips. The community is pretty great.
It's fun, very eventful.
Our church is pretty great. We have a lot of fun stuff to do.
Sometimes how long it is.
On a Sunday?
Yeah, because it gets me to try to fall asleep.
Okay. What I find lovely about the church is the community and the unity of it sometimes.
I think if we could be a little bit more accepting of just everybody, kind of no matter their background, their race, gender, sexuality.
Church compared to this on Sundays is like a little boring because you have a lot more fun. But I also sit there, listen to good sermons, play with the soundboard and stuff, so I think that's kind of fun and cool.
I wish that the everyday service during Sundays would be more inclusive to younger children, so it's not just sitting there, it's interactive. And
we have mainly more older people than young. We only have a few, like 7 younger kids in our church, but I still think it's fun.
Do you want to jump off that tree?
Yeah, dude.
Oh! And are there some things that you wish the church would do differently?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
It's perfect as it is?
Yes.
No, it's not. It's all messed up.
They're already like opening into helping other people and like just keep up the good energy and good vibes. And
I wish they'd have more youth events during the year. Like having just 1 or 2 during the year is super fun and all, but get more.
get down to business. Come on.
Like aside from youth events, really just going to church and stuff is like still a massive part of my life. I love the services. I love being a part of the community. I love potlucks and things like that. It's just like the center stone of my life.
So I gotta say, guys, a lot of what I heard surprised me. All these guys that we talked to were like really positive about the church. I feel like my generation was often living in reaction and saying, hey, here's all the problems with organized religion, but these guys seem to be really positive, and I think what I'm taking away from that is that we shouldn't focus on all the negatives about what church is, but really just lean in to what's so beautiful and powerful about it. Actually, the thing that I found most exciting was last night we had a chapel that was entirely led by some of the older campers, and they like got so excited about the whole thing and like ran with all these ideas.
Doreen, Isaiah 43, 1 to 4. You are loved. You are my son. You are my daughter.
And they had these labels that you would wear, and then you'd go to Jesus' table and you'd rip them up and you'd... Bro, what you doing? I take it back, I'm worried about the next generation. As I was saying, they had these little sticky notes, like labels that we put on ourselves, and you go to Jesus' table, and they'd give you the bread and the wine, you rip up the old label and put on a new one from Isaiah. It was awesome. And their energy that night and seeing them just run with this made me think, not only is the church gonna be fine, this next generation is gonna take it to places that I and you never could. So we're in good hands, God's got this, the kids are all right.